Welcome back to my channel, Sagittarius. Much love and thanks out to my existing subscribers, and thank you always. Welcome to all those that are new to my channel. Always appreciate your support and your time. So these are general readings. Can't speak to everybody. Just a quick reminder on that front. And also, please allow some flexibility on the time frames. So I just want to quickly give you an idea of how I'll be reading the cards. This is a general reading, so the first oracle cards are general energies. Everything toward the end is more specific in terms of career, money, finance with the Rider-Waite deck. So just starting out, the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Ann Taylor, Woman Holding a Heart, speaks more specifically to just that. It's dealing with, heart-based or centered around heart-based issues. So I wanted to also make mention that some of the energies that were highlighted this month are more specific to a romantic front for some of you, or again, it could be passion projects for others, but definitely there is a really strong energy around new romance for those that are single, or an opportunity for new romance. And for those that are already involved in relationships, there's a deeper, more committed openness, is what I was getting there with the cards as they came out. So, but also, in addition to Woman Holding a Heart, there is energy around family issues. So, for some of you where there may have been some conflict or some healing that needed to be done, I feel that this month you're either setting those issues aside or you're dealing with it and there's been some kind of resolve. So you could also be getting some assistance, for others of you in dealing with those issues, or in dealing with, relationship issues and how to take things to the next level. And this could be, by way of a female confidant or a counselor or a teacher, or just someone that you look up to or have respect for, that's aiding you in broadening your scope of understanding, the issues or how to address something. So, as I mentioned, for others that are single, there's a new love on the horizon, and there's also an overall openness, again, from a heart based, heart centered place, that is allowing you to expand, exponentially. You're emotionally just a lot more. Receptive and a lot more giving, that kind of thing. But overall, it's open energy around your heart center with this card, and that could be reflected in family, friends, feelings that you have for lovers or romantic partners. But it's a desire to be closer overall, and there's also a deeper understanding that's taking place here. So the next card out is Door to Romance, and this further confirms that there is a sense of a new beginning. So that's again from that heart-centered place. So for some of you, you're either recommitting to someone at a deeper level, or you're opening up to new romance for others that are single. So it's a centering your energy around a caring space for others that you're trying to deepen and be in a relationship, or have a deeper relationship with. So again, could be family members, friends, or whatever your circle is. But and again, also for those where you've had a falling out, there's a sense that there's a healing or some kind of resolve there. So there's also, again, that real richness to your emotional life at this time. So you're just feeling overall happier, I feel, this month. We have the card of cornucopia that comes up here, and that card speaks to, things that are abundant for you. So anything that is, makes you feel prosperous or makes you feel abundant or rich emotionally, or, just that overall good feeling that comes from where something's about to financially pay off, or where you're being gifted something, or something that just makes you feel like you are richer for it, richer for the connection, richer for the work that you do, or just overall, as I say, it could be an abundant energy emotionally, or actually something profitable financially that's coming around for you, that's paying out because of hard work. So I did pull a couple of clarifiers on that. So certainly for some of you, there may be some options that are opening up. There's some anxiety possibly that goes with that because there might be some new responsibilities coming through also with that Three of Pentacles. But overall, the Six of Cups is a card of balance and in terms of work. So you could be crafting something that's more very unique and specific to you, something that really requires a lot of specialization. But again, with in terms of the Six of Cups, I feel that you're happy about the work that you're doing. You're good at what you do, and I feel that there could even be some recognition that's coming through because of this creation or this ability to specialize in whatever it is that you create. But again, it might be still striking some anxiety in you there with the Seven of Cups, but you do have satisfaction overall here. There's definitely growth and there's growth and progress, within these cards, and definitely satisfaction in, your connections, because there could be teamwork there with that Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. But in terms of a work front, I just feel like it's opening up some options for you. Okay, so we also have I just wanted to throw out there too that your skill set, as I said, was being admired there with that Three of Pentacles. Also had that feeling that it could be a team of people that are helping you through with the completion of some project or something that's in a stage of development. But, overall sense of satisfaction there. We also have the yin yang energy, and that is a very good balance card. So this is a card um, where you actually are stable, secure. You're using active and passive cycles to your advantage. So, meaning that you're intuitively able to go within when you need the guidance, but in whatever matters to you presently. But you're also able to logically put the action behind your intentions to move something along. So, I did feel a lot of energy around stability and security that's very important to you this month. So that's at the forefront. You are being protected to make sure that, stability and security, things are keeping you. Archangel Michael is keeping you safe here. He's protecting you to whatever matters, need to be protected and able for you to move forward in the direction of stable, secure um, projects or relationships, but something around security and stability is at the forefront here in whatever matters, again, that need to be moving forward in that way. So we also have a lot of positive cards really coming out for you this month. Um, so the Sun card is also bringing new energy toward the next phase of something of whatever you're working on. So it looks like I feel for a lot of you, it's not that you're starting up entirely with a whole new business, but it feels like more that you're just moving to the next phase of whatever it is you're working on. But it still, speaks to maybe work that you've previously done. And even if because there was a clarifier that came up with an Ace of Pentacles and an Ace of Swords. So there may be some clarity that's coming through in terms of employment. So there might be an opportunity there. But again, whatever you're working on or whatever work that you intend to do, it feels like it's something you've done before or something that you're apprenticing in, that you're trained for in some way. Like there's some kind of education or research or something in addition that you might need to do. But again, it just feels like you're moving something to the next level here. So for those in terms of love, again, it's energy around moving something to the next level, although it looks like a fresh start really, because if you're moving something from a place where you were dating and now you're moving it into the next deeper level of commitment, this could be reflected as a new start. So, new start, new depth, new design, new phase, or new level of creation, however that relates to you. Or again, starting some kind of a new relationship for those that are single. And, for a lot of you, it is a passionate new beginning because there's a lot of cards, a lot of wands cards, a lot of energy around that, that I felt was coming through for you. So, for others, there's some creative energy, in terms of you expressing your vision. but maybe you're expressing your vision, as they say, in terms of your connections, and you're just more open to what is being shared creatively. But for those that are moving a relationship to another level, that could be moving in together, elevating your position, in work, or elevating your position, as a couple. Maybe it is moving in the direction of moving in together, as I said, or sharing resources, or maybe you're actually working together on a project or in a business. But, you know, it looks like it is something along the lines of, building it closer, whatever that means to you. But it feels like there was also a lot of space between you and someone else for those that are already in existing relationships. So there's also a good amount of energy around, an Aries, Leo, or another Sagittarius that might be coming through. Again, because you're coming through in your own reading, it could also be that you're just feeling more confident in the direction, that you're headed here, because there is a real ambitious nature to this reading, but it also speaks to kind of a respite energy where you're actually pulling away before you're jumping into the next project here. So because there's, again, a lot of wands in this energy, and certainly, definitely growth that is moving ahead with this new direction. And again, we've got the Ace of Wands, we've got the Two of Wands, so it's still in its infancy. There's still levels of progression to go ahead here. But I just feel like whatever it is that you're developing here, it just feels like it's something very unique and precise. You're pioneering something entirely new, but it's energy. There's a lot of energy here to make it happen. There's a real burning purpose or passion to lift this into, something that's more than just a possibility. So really positive cards, around conceiving new ideas this month, or growing existing ideas to new heights. So, even though this is the initial stage of something with that Two of Wands, it feels like a life changing venture, or start for many of you. So, this might be work that you have qualifications for, but you're using it in a way that is possibly, a lot more self expression is involved here. So maybe the work that you used to do was a little more mechanical or automated, but it just feels like you're adding more self expression, more personalization, more passion to it. And I don't know that you're communicating it verbally so much. It feels like it's more action oriented, or maybe you're just really listening. There's more of a reciprocated energy, more involvement from other people, because I do feel there's a real definite supportive action that's really, pushing through here, or pushing your project through. So the next deck out, this is actually the Steampunk Tarot. So I'm just going to read the cards as kind of a group here, because with the Four of Airships, and this is by John and Caitlin Matthews, this deck, I feel that many of you have either been through a period of retreat, where you maybe had to get something finished up, or you're about to take, as I said, a respite, or a little short holiday, or a driving road trip, camping, something out in nature. But whatever speaks to you, within the restrictions of, our current situation globally. But many of you may be also coming out of a period of depression, or, life review, life assessment, seeing where you've made some mistakes in the past, you're self-correcting, looking at your limitations. I just feel like there's some energy there where those things in your life that you felt were lost or were blocking you, you're really trying to go forward here, because it comes out with, this is where the struggle is between these two cards here, with the Four of Airships, as well as the Five of submarines, sorry, submersibles. But we also have that energy of, I don't know if that light actually makes it better or worse, but anyway, we also have the Eight of Airships. So again, eights are all about, kind of leaving the difficulty behind and being able to overcome these restrictions. So again, wherever you saw limitations or things that might have been lost, this is really you trying to go forward with that Eight of Airships. And again, it's wherever there was restriction or where you lacked perspective or you felt stuck, you're just pulling away from that energy and you're just halting everything and getting back to practical matters. This is about finding those authentic friends, really keeping tabs on people, keeping them close, the ones that are sort of your true vibe, your true circle. It's really placing your values also at the forefront this month and taking stock and charge of your life again. Because we also have cards with, messengers coming through. So with the two messengers here, again, Leviathans, or however that's pronounced, would be more along the lines of Pentacles, and Messenger of Vengeance, again, would be more along the lines of Wands. So still a lot of energy of getting things done, a lot of passionate involvement in something. I still don't feel like you're verbally doing a lot of communication, but it just feels like you're more open to receive or involve yourself emotionally. So, but again, I just feel that there's also some learning that's coming through here, because further out with the Rider-Waite deck, we have like the Eight of Pentacles. So it feels like some apprenticeship energy as well. And, maybe again, as I say, learning the ropes in a new job or apprenticing in some way. But messengers are all about, working your way up the ranks and really getting the job done. Cards of change, catalysts to really move things ahead. So I also felt an energy of something unexpected coming through. So whether it's unexpected news, unexpected gift, unexpected help, something along that line is also relevant. Okay, so again, there's also some energy. I pulled back the Navigator of Leviathans, or however it's basically Pentacles, but it just feels like there's some kind of a dynamic individual or somebody who really stands out in a crowd, competitive. Um, you know, Again, it can also be an indicator of a short trip traveling somewhere, however restricted, as I mentioned, that it may be given our present conditions. But this is otherwise, if it does represent as a person for you, it's somebody who's exciting to be around, and again, it could be a very passionate person or passionate about your job or really passionate interest in something or somebody. But however that relates to you, this is just really, to me, for a few of you here, this is could even be a partnership or somebody that you're getting involved with that is really going to help you to move in a particular direction, advancing you in some way or highlighting your skills. But this is, as I said, somebody who's really competitive, really dynamic, outgoing, that kind of thing. But again, the card also supports, going on a short trip, road trip, or whatever it is for you. So that is that deck. And then we have, I think the light might be making this worse. Okay, so the Winter's Dream card is a gestation period. So this is the Shaman's Dream Oracle by Alberto, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, but Villalaldo and Colette Baron Reed. So it starts out as, where something might have been stagnant, as I said, because you had some fours in there with the Four of Airships and all of that. It just feels like something might have been stagnant, or you were feeling a little bit depressed, or things weren't being addressed. It's unaddressed issues, but I just feel that energy, as I say, is being dispelled. Like it's just being broken apart here, because you're really placing matters of practicality in the forefront here. So again, we've got energy around Skybridge, which is the possibility of a union or for union. So again, lots of energy around coupleship or union or partnership in some ways here. So again, whether it's personally, romantically, in business, definitely highlighted this month. So it also speaks to you getting ready to move in a direction that might have been closed off or restricted or felt restricted in some way. But I also feel this is energy around your heart space. So I don't think that you've been as open as you will be this month, as I mentioned, in this area, and that you're really able to get clear on what you want and what you value in this area. And you're ready to cross that threshold, that chasm, so to speak, into something that you avoided for some time. So, again, for a lot of you, I feel that this could be around commitment or a deeper commitment or just opening that door to romance altogether, for some of you. But you might have been in relationships where there was safety or trust issues, and maybe you dealt with that by placing some distance or space between you in some way. Um, or there was, whether it was by your doing or someone else, but it just felt like there was something that kept you from advancing closer to anything more authentic, or maybe you tried to keep a relationship more surface, more physical, so that you wouldn't have to invest more of yourself in it or and be obligated to take it to the next level. But either way, whatever that means for you, you're now able to move this to the next level. So, it might be much less, much more incremental and less, of a jump. Maybe you're starting to tie your finances together. Maybe you're starting to take trips together or trying to do more activities together. Maybe you're, sharing expenses, as I said, moving in together, residence changes, moving closer together, going beyond that dating phase, however that relates for you. But in the hand is the next card out here. And coupled with that Sky Bridge card, that combination feels to me as though you're just feeling more safe and secure in this connection, and you're really feeling at home. This is a situation where your work, your family, your home, and your relationships, overall, everything just feels a lot more stable. And certainly it's highlighted, it's in the limelight this month. Your connections are valued and you're fostering those connections in ways that make you feel more at ease and involved and stable. So, again, a lot of you may have had some trust issues, but there's a real surrendering here to your relationships. And where you may have been judgmental in the past, you know, I feel that you're just doing your part now and you're trusting in those connections. And for others, you're taking, for many of you, I feel you're actually taking a breath or a time out or that little retreat or mini road trip, whatever it is, or back into nature, before you jump into the next little journey here, or into that new road ahead. So, where there once, and I also feel that you're changing your perspective about things, where you once saw a lot of obstacles on this obstacle course. I now feel that you see the obstacles as, you're seeing the opportunities behind those challenges and making things work to your advantage. You're using it instead of, fearing it. And that sort of involves that skywriting card here too with the fates. So I'm moving into the Rider-Waite deck now. So this is, no, don't think the light works. Okay. So with this card, the Eight of Pentacles, again, I just feel like, and this is Universal Tarot by Roberto Angelis, and it speaks to you working on what makes you happy this month. So I just feel like you're getting a clearer sense of where you're headed, maybe even something surprising, as I mentioned earlier, that's coming in for you. Could be a new job for some, certainly speaks to an important relationship. Definitely highlighted, of course, because further out, you're going to see that there's, this is you working on your happiness, on that family happiness, but definitely getting some clarity here and some new energy with, both the Ace of Cup or Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So clarity coming through in around your finances, as well as this new beginning. And certainly with the King of Pentacles, this is either you starting to kind of take the lead in your life and really, taking charge of your finances. The Emperor opens up here too later. So I feel like it's you taking, control of your life again in some ways, where you may have been a little more passive in previous months. But with the King of Pentacles, this is also, could be for some of you, energy around somebody, who's well-to-do or a businessman, or somebody who's quite entrepreneurial and providing you with some advice to be able to advance you, or maybe in a business, situation, this is the person that is helping to advance you to a new position. But either way, really important relationship is highlighted in this month. So that's the Emperor energy, you taking charge, as I mentioned. There's also, for others, it might be more of a dominating relationship here too, that might have been, a consideration or something that you're moving away from. It doesn't feel like it's present energy, but anyway, with the Emperor and the Devil energy, there could have been somebody who was over controlling, over dominating. Um, could have been yourself, not sure, but maybe this is in regards to relationships or in regards to your work, but definitely some energy around over control. But I do feel for the most part, a lot of you, it's just you taking back control over any of your vices or obstacles, things that were holding you back, because there's a lot of really positive energy here. And certainly with the King and Queen of Cups, I do feel, and there's so many cards of balance. It just, to me, speaks again. There's that important relationship highlighted. King and Queen of Cups feels like a soulful connection, twin flame. There's a real strong understanding of each other's needs here and a real mirroring of values, and certainly a grounded, solid couple as well as a solid offer of commitment, and certainly in terms of those in business partnerships or in consideration to that, I feel there's also a fair deal coming through, because we've got other cards further out here that speak to um, there being again something that's very unique to you this month with the Three of Pentacles. I just want to throw these ones out here because I've got them a little bit out of order here. But with the Three of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles, and the Sun card, and they were all kind of clarifying together. They weren't independent cards. To me, it really feels like you are, you're able to build something that's very specific and unique to you. You might be using other people to bring this, to the forefront as well, relying on their expertise. But I still feel like it's some idea or something unique that you're specialized in, that you really, you're really in control of here with the Four of Pentacles. In terms of your money as well, I feel that you're still being very balanced and resourceful this month. But it just feels like you're not going out on any great going on any spending sprees. I don't get that energy at all this month. With the Sun card, certainly a reason to be optimistic, a lot of positive energy. But again, there's other cards that'll come out further here, which will be the Six of Wands, Justice card, um, and the Queen of Pentacles. And they were all kind of clarifying each other. So I feel that that special person or this special alliance, this connection, is bringing some much needed resources to your life or to the table. You're very happy, and it could be, happy in love, happy with a contract or deal or, connection. But there's also further out a sense that, and so again, there's that Four of Swords energy where, again, for some of you, this could have been a little bit of depression in previous months, but you're overcoming it here with the Victory card. You're really in control of all of that now. This is not something that, it feels like, as I say, a residual energy. But we also have the Queen of Pentacles coming out here as well. So to me, this is really speaking to you just having a lot more resources at your disposal. We also have the the Justice card, Libra energy here coming out as well. So not only do we have the real mirroring of values with that solid offer, grounded coupleship, and maybe it's a business partnership you're forming with that other person or romantic partner, or you're considering it. But either way, there's fair deal that's coming through, an alliance of importance, much needed resources brought to the table. You're happy with the contract, you're happy with the deal, or also happy with that connection as well. There are cards, as I mentioned, that come out here with the Six of Pentacles clarified by the Seven of Wands and the Three of Swords. So, there's hope. There's a hopeful reciprocated exchange here of resources, generosity, of love. Could be, again, a small token gift that's coming through here, surprising and unexpected, but certainly a welcome sign that things are improving for you financially. You're feeling overall, I'm just going to recap here, much closer to friends and family this month. So if there was something that you were at odds with, there's a healing or a resolve of any of that conflict around those that are close to you. Things are being set aside this month if it's not being fully resolved. But it still feels like you're taking some time out, as I said, with that Four of Swords before you're entering into this new phase or this new level of commitment or apprenticeship or new project or new job, before you really commit fully on that front or work front or again relationship front, however it resonates. But in terms of a relationship, there's a lot of planning I feel that's still going on into something before you really move ahead into that commitment. So you've accepted it, you're more open to it, but you're still at the first stage of executing it into this deeper connection. So again, that Sun card, the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, clarifying in the earlier cards there, in terms of work, I feel that that would all be coming through in around the beginning of the month. If it's a new job for those that are looking for work. But it feels like there is, for others of you, in terms of entrepreneurial standing or trying to start out with some new project here, it just feels like it's putting you into a place of authority where you're going to be able to build your resources. You're overcoming any challenges or vices, again, with that Devil card, that you might have been dealing with previously, but you're back in control of your life this month, or you feel that you are. You just feel like you're more in control. You're making some real solid practical decisions. You have solid connections. You're building a relationship or alliance to the next level, and deeper commitments, as I say, and in terms of a love relationship, you're very similar in a lot of ways with this person in your life. I also see a very strong Libra energy, but again, you're coming up quite confident in your own reading for the month of April. So also Capricorn could be relevant, or a Gemini energy. Um, but either way, and maybe even a Cancer in there too, but it's a less strong energy than that Libra energy. So that Libra energy seems to be really relevant for a lot of you. Um, just as a side note, for others, if there is a legal matter, regarding practical matters, property, contracts, home matters, or home front, irregardless whether it's emotional, career, financial, or negotiations, it still fares in your direction. So, you're finding the right balance here, with that Justice card. And certainly with the victory card, there's just a lot of things that you're overcoming here. You're not taking unnecessary risks, I feel, this month. I feel that you're not being reckless with your spending. You have very practical overview of your situation, and any difficult partnerships or domineering people that you might have been dealing with, in the past, you're just weeding that out. I don't feel like there's any, there's no longer any drains on your energy. You're able to relax and prepare, for maybe that road trip or a little holiday or some kind of escape from everyday pressures, and you're really able to revel in your loving connections this month. So for others, grounded coupleship, sensitive, nurturing connection, you know where your financial ideas are really going to show promise this month, and I feel that you're making prosperous moves. Um, and certainly there may be somebody who is prosperous that's coming in to aid you in this area as well. But there's a lot of balance between the practical, the intuitive. You're making logical decisions. It's based around your values, and you're deepening those relationships that are important to you. So again, very positive reading for you. I'll just pull through the last remaining cards here, because again, just more energy around overall coupleship. Try to take that away from the candle before it starts a fire. Okay, so again, real strong energy around the coupleship here. So we've got the Two of Cups. So again, the messenger coming through here with the Knight of Cups. So definitely bringing in, action, that there is going to be some kind of reciprocated, give and take, in terms of your money and partnerships, business partnerships or alliances, but also for, on the romantic front here, even though this is more specific to the financial aspects, a lot of times our personal relationships and that sharing of resources, all of that still rolls around connecting our monies. And there is a little bit of residual energy, as I said, with the Seven of Wands. I just feel like you might be still a little bit, there might be still a trace amount of that in this month, but for the most part, it's really been overcome, any conflicts and healing that you've had to deal with, because the majority of the cards override that, and you have a lot of major arcana that are coming through. So, and with the Sun card again as a major arcana, it lessens the effectiveness of all the rest of them here. So, or lessens the impact of the others. So, again, positive reading for you, Sagittarius. That's what I have for you. Keep moving forward. Don't limit your vision or your version of yourself. Climb, build, commit, create, design your life around the things that matter to you always. So until the next month in May, stay safe.